All the leaves are brown. Do 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 do. Recording started.
It's crazy when conservatives like lose their mind over like doom, right? Like there's like a bit in the Bible where like Jesus rips a bunch of demons out of like a bunch of like people and then forces those demons into a bunch of pigs and then like makes those pigs all run off a cliff and jump into the ocean and die, and like Jesus would have loved doom. Rip
Five
Jesus, you would have loved doom.
5 seconds into the recording, and that's probably the fastest we've gotten to complaining about conservatives. If there's like a one guy who watches these who like hasn't realized that half the people playing this are a bunch of
Yeah. So we're I hate to be the one to tell you this now because you presumably have listened to a lot of our other stuff right now, but
Over 100 hours of stuff.
it's not great
Carl.
recording
literally just
quality.
like so much stuff.
I fuck with Karl Marx heavy.
You made a Karl Marx religion in Crusader Kings 3 After the End.
I specifically named it communism, so.
And, did you,
It did help the people. Listen, it helped the people. I made it so there were less strict social rules, that you could get a divorce easier, that people would be punished for having sex. I mean, it was great. Also, you had
Anyhow,
to give to the poor.
Turn 1657. Anyways, episodes. I rolled for narrative points. 2. We have 2 narrative points.
it's a very
thanks.
dry desert heat right now. It's a dry heat. You sort of actually see like dust rolling off of the pavement. The As the climate has gotten worse in the Gundam universe, the desert has only gotten more how do you say devoid of life than it already had been. The sort of ecosystem that once there has been crackling down, and the populations that remain there have kind of left this very poor and more rural community than what was once there. You're in a sort of a smaller Nevada town. It's
Big Springs.
it's on the way to Vegas.
A motel. We're in fucking Novak, aren't we?
Nova, you're a bit closer to California, if I'm getting my Nevada
Okay, so
geography right.
actually, I was right with Good Springs.
You were right with Good Springs. You see a little doctor come out of the woodwork. Howdy there.
Hey, do you want to change your physical appearance?
I Thus sits up from her bed and she has a bullet scar on her forehead.
No, the New Vegas campaign is after this one.
A game I haven't played.
I guess it is.
Vegas? That's crazy.
Canonically, after the events of Zeta Gundam, the events of Fallout New Vegas played out.
I was just gonna say, isn't that just playing a Gundam X game?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. That's
Anyways.
That's what's happening in California while Garrett is like doing his shit.
You actually see a sort of you see a sort of lone man sort of come up on the sidewalk. I imagine right now this would probably just everybody is on this sort of sidewalk outside of the motel. You see the man come up in a sort of uncharacteristic overcoat. It actually makes him look very, very suspicious due to the weather. Sort of out of the coat pocket, he hands one of you a piece of paper.
I take it and open it.
I heard you were looking for what we were doing on the groundwork. The man sort of tips his head. It's Scally, because of course it is.
What's today's date?
It is currently September 11.
Holy fucking shit.
Wait, it's 1986. That means nothing to them.
Well, it does now.
New York.
The Vine side effect just played.
New York has a normal and regular skyline in this timeline.
Nothing
That-
normal
that-
or
that-
regular about New York. That's the whole concept and what makes it fun.
You know
So-
the fucking, you know the
New
meme
York
where
in
it's
the
like,
early '80s. It's not normal there.
Okay.
you know the meme of like it's a meme image and then like they put AI footage of it continuing. They play that dun 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 dun. Dun. It's that, but it's like New York skyline and it pans and you start seeing the twin towers.
Enough of the real life tragedies. Let's move on to the fake fictional tragedies.
Yeah, be
The
sensitive.
horrors.
Thousands of people died on Colony 30.
Millions.
Millions.
Anyhow, you see what is very similar to, and there we go, I have the image. Essentially a Gundam-esque version of this. It has a little...
Fuck yes. 80s zine for Karaba, incredible. Big fan of this.
Get the youths to throw rocks.
On the front cover, it has like a Popeye-esque like picture of a Federation soldier like punching a Zeke in the face. And then it has like Karaba on the front. And then as you like scroll through it, as you like breeze through it, you get like very like long lines of text and dialogue, and eventually a picture of the remains of Colony 30.
How many of these can we gin up, Gally?
The issue isn't about how much we can gin up, it's how much we can distribute and distribute safely. Anybody who's going to be caught with one of these is on trial for who God knows what, at worst execution.
Trying us would be arresting us and trying us would be an admission that it happened. As long as you do it in the right place with cameras rolling, it can, I wouldn't spring it on anybody. I'd ask for volunteers, but
That assumes that the people who catch us are going to try us.
they're doing it in downtown LA. You can't just take someone off the streets without anybody noticing. Especially if we have friends with us.
This will be a start, but really, I'm unsure. This will be a start, but I'm unsure how much of a widespread message this is going to get.
Is there any
Right.
local?
Muckrakers, dissidents, poor neighborhoods, mutual
or
aid
any
groups,
local stories, really?
corrupt county council member.
Say that again, Gomi?
Yeah, Colony 30 is big and dramatic, but if the Titans do something shitty in LA, people in LA are going to know about it, even if it's being officially censored. And we throw zines about it.
That's
we hand them out.
Actually what the riots were from before. They were actually directly related to both the use of education by the Titans, by the Education Board, and essentially by educators protesting the use of the military school in LA, but also the riots were also about the deportations, which are still ongoing. It is a daily occurrence at this rate. There's a lot of space refugees in California due to its sort of political hub related to the EFF, and because of that, there's a lot of people who are now currently being sent back to colonies that may not even exist anymore.
Got it. Teachers union. All right. So
I'm looking at this. I'm pretty sure we can make something comparing the Titan's policy of deporting Earth to Garen's overall war aims.
it'd be pretty easy to do. We can talk to we can probably find a listening ear at the teachers union.
Yeah, if there's
I know.
anybody who knows who can sympathize with occupation, it's the Americans. And he says that completely seriously.
Yeah, he genuinely means that.
North America was occupied.
America is such a silly country. Anyway.
We say as with 5 Americans and 1 Canadian in the room.
Exactly.
All right. He said that's yeah. I'm like, yeah, that'll probably work. And then we need one person. We really don't need more than one who won't shut. Someone who can't be eliminated, and who also can't shut their trap about any political controversy. Someone at the assembly, maybe somebody at the cabinet, someone highly placed, someone who they'd notice if they went missing.
Oh, Reagan.
The entire cast pans to Bucky.
And then he says someone high placed in the government who's
And then
well
everyone
known.
looks away.
I am white and basic looking. I could pass for a government official.
It needs to be an actual government official, Bucky.
Shut up.
You'd be asking for a Federation Senator from the Americas, and there's about a dozen of those.
I forgot it's the Senate in our continuity.
Right.
Not the General Assembly?
I've always imagined it as the assembly, but whatever.
No, it is an assembly, you're
Like-
correct.
Okay.
Is it like a... Hold on. Just
They
an
would be
out-of-character question.
representative.
Is it like every country gets 12 delegates, or is it based on population, like how like the U.S.?
I'm playing
that
it
works.
that every country has a set amount of it has a set amount of delegates who
Yeah, so it's all
represent their
equally
country.
represented.
Yeah, based on population, I imagine, but
Bro, we need
Looks
a
like Euro
unitary
Parliament.
Earth Republic. Unitary Earth Republic right now.
So it's like, all right, well, we just need to find one who's slightly unhinged, but still people will listen to. Someone they can't make disappear. Someone not necessarily to make truthful claims, but just to get people thinking about the Colony 30 incident.
I don't suppose there's conveniently any senators who fit that bill, is there?
everybody who
Don't have to
wants to actually. Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Or they don't have to be from California or from North America. They could be a senator. Preferably somebody with somebody in some kind of committee that deals with the Titans. Someone who could reasonably call for an audit of the Titans.
Everyone roll attacked politics.
Alright, I guess we're rolling attack politics.
All
Sorry,
right,
politics.
attack politics. Very glad I just increased my politics score.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
that's a
come
lot of
on,
failures.
dice. That's just
Lot of
rude.
failures.
Oh.
4 failures.
Can
I had a
spend
good shot at it, and I still rolled an 11.
Wait. Oh, we didn't roll for narrative.
We did. I rolled
did.
2.
I'm
Oh,
so
two?
pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm happy with my roll. I got 5 successes, but it was if my dice rolled like to the left one more time, I could have gotten a crit.
So, what were all your rolls in order of top VC, bottom VC?
Bucky.
Tons of failures. It was like a 9, and my threshold is 5.
Matro?
2 failure.
Hunt.
4 failure.
Bonky.
2 failures.
Faust.
5, 6. Am I the only one?
I'm also shocked. I didn't think you had politics.
I have a 4 in politics.
I have a 5. A 5 in politics, and I rolled an 11.
You know,
Oh,
this is
nice.
probably explainable by Voss being the only person who's been involved in the Federation for like the past 2 years.
Yeah, but I don't
been
think
living on
imagine Faust is involved in the politics. Like, I cannot imagine a world where Faust cares about that with a political situation. But fair enough.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised too. I kind of wish I got a crit success though. That would have been even funnier. But
Anyways.
I do want to ask later questions about how the... Right, okay. Faust.
yes,
Actually, this is kind of important. So, in Hathaway, what was the Federation official? Like, what was their title?
He's like the minister
Minister.
of police.
Yeah,
Or
it's
something to that
it's
effect.
they're all there's cabinet ministers. There's
Yeah.
in the article that they're reading at the start, it mentions how the minister of the environment was assassinated. I believe there's the minister of the police during the roll call at when the hijack happens. I believe they mentioned several other ministers as well, but it's largely like ministers who work at the
Yeah, we don't see
Federation.
legislators, just like cabinet
Yeah.
members.
Because Hathaway himself is going up for like the big shots, But yeah,
Okay, so in that case, right? Yeah, of course they'd go after the big shots. Faust, you'd you know that that it's most so because there's no representation in the colonies. Obviously, every Federation member of high standing has either been born on Earth or is from Earth. Uh, there hasn't been a ton of backlash against the Titans in that regard, though. So when it comes to specific councilmen or representatives who may be sympathetic to the cause of Karaba, uh, you cannot. You initially couldn't think of any. However, you do know that there is one representative who has ties with the Earth Federation Navy. A man who has sort of not been always been critical of the idea of a exclusive force for anti-insurgency, and who has been critical of punishing the colonies.
is this who I think it is?
Uh, Probably not, but I am curious.
Oh, I don't know. You brought up the Navy, and my first thought was like, wait, Matchard's uncle? Are we gonna count a Matchard's uncle? It's like, hey, I know you like dissociated yourself from your nephew, but can you help us real quick? But yeah, so who is this person?
Surely.
Actually, a man who is a Californian resident but Side 1 national. Uh,
Side one Nash. This
I
is the second Bonky's son fake out. Second? Count that two?
this man is older than Bonky,
No.
but I think the name is too silly, the name I wrote down for this character.
No, silly is good.
Yeah, no, spit it
Yeah.
out. You can't just say that.
Federation representative of a Federation representative from Northern California, earning Batito.
Could you write that down in chat for me, please?
Burning Petito.
Earning Petito.
Is he from Idaho?
So, while everyone is thinking of what to do, Foster's been in the background, and everyone's scratching their head. Shit, is there anyone who fits that description? And in a moment that probably shocks many people, Foss says, "What was his? He was what was he again?"
I called him a generic representative. Yes.
Foss, in a moment that probably shocks everyone, speaks up as she says, during Faust's tenure as a member of the Titans, she had heard mostly murmurings, rumors, slander, other things you'd hear normally of a representative earning Betito who might prove sympathetic to our causes. It would most likely be our best option to start with him.
How do you know a representative?
Faust closes her eyes, small smirk. Faust knows all.
Well, you're certainly humble.
Humble
Also,
brag.
I love how good at communicating you are. He's like, well, do we know any? Do we know any? I look at the I look at the Rogues Gallery crew. Do we know anybody who could help us? Maybe an old Bark who's gone into high places, who isn't named Laz Larson.
Uh, what about Lanimal? He knows guys. He can get us in touch.
Oh, that is his thing. He's actually got a absolutely crazy desirable skill set that we actually desperately. Buck, you know what Lanibal's up to?
No, I still have my gold money.
So he
Bucky,
owes you money, huh?
Wait. I hear that. I'm like, you're what?
My gold money.
Excuse me?
My Zionic gold money.
What did? Did you see me stop? You did what?
Yeah, me
I
and
went to such
and-
lengths to keep Jane from figuring out about your stolen gold, and then you just say it.
yeah, I mean, we're not. I can't be fucking punished for this. I mean, we stole a little bit of Federation gold that was stolen by Xeon first, and then we just pawned it off with Lanible and kept the profits.
Oh, and Lanible kept the profits.
Bonky, you see me start to go
very
into an
important.
apocalyptic rage.
Oh, I kept the profits. I still have the money. I didn't spend it really.
You stole Federation gold. Why?
It
Why
was
did
right
you do
there. What
that?
do you expect? What do you expect? It was right there.
While the old Rogues Gallery cast is having their usual
Who's you?
hijinks, their usual
Our
hijinks.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia bit.
Yeah, Faust will
Charlie,
turn
why
to
did you
match
steal Nazi gold?
Charlie. No,
You
Faust
know,
will
they
turn to
got that gold from somebody, right?
Faust will
Faust
kind
is
of
sorry, Faust having a scene.
yeah, Faust will turn to Matro and be like, unless the rest of our team members can figure someone else, if this landable person can help, I believe our best option would be to head to her and try to get into contact with Representative Petito. Oh shit! Wait, Frep's muted. Ah.
Yeah, Frep's muted.
Yeah, I forgot that I'd done that because I was coughing.
Oh.
My bad. I mean, it doesn't seem
Glad
like a
you
bad
stuck
plan.
here.
I mean, considering that they may end up just trying to murder each other over gold, apparently. Although, like, I don't know how any of us are going to just like rock up to a Federation minister as a bunch of wanted terrorist.
What is Mintov up to these days anyway? He's the only person we would reasonably know who's actually become important post-war.
Oh, I pipe up. Oh, he retired.
What's he doing now?
I actually don't know.
Can I use my various successes?
Would I know tired?
Yeah, this is something that the Rogues Gallery folks would just know.
yeah. Cut
Please say
to
that.
cut to photo of Mintov and Palucho on a cruise ship. I'm going to say, there's not much you'd have to roll. Hunt, I forgot how close were you keeping, up to date with the other your crew members of the Barcelona?
I would.
Sorry.
I'd keep tabs on them. I wouldn't send them any mail because you know how I am. But I would like to know what they're doing.
I would too, especially for Mintov, because like we've been shipmates for a very long time by the
Yeah, but you had the problem of the last, I don't know, 6 years in hiding.
Yeah, but like I'm hiding as a PI. You know?
So, last you know, Mintov, your last tab on Mintov, I'm just going to say this, he was actually retired in Texas Colony, something that's not super uncommon for a Federation officer to do.
What about Redshirt Mobile? Think it might be captains by now?
Radshirt is still in the military.
And what's Ratchet doing?
Yeah, he might be a captain by now, maybe an admiral.
From all information you have, he is by now still hasn't ranked beyond his wartime promotion, but has gotten
Like a
it
commander. Oh,
in official capacity.
So he's a commander?
Yes.
ugh, good.
Better than being second lieutenant commander, I guess.
Assassinate him.
Not really.
It could be worse. You could be Naz.
I assume Faust is like kind of starting to get ready to like see about this representative of Metro, while the rogues cast is like scratching their
Losing
heads
our
together.
minds.
Yeah, like who else can we depend
Also-
on if Faust is just like pulling up like a fucking newspaper, like pointing out the Metro, like this is where he's currently at.
I hope I'm not misunderstanding my forms of government. It would be a minister.
Thing is, it's fundamentally not important.
It's not important, but for clarification's sake, let's say he's going to be the minister of or
Wait, is this
side
guy a
trade.
representative or a minister?
So he would be a representative, and that would still make it a federation. I am sorry. I'm a little. I was my
Executive
fuzzy.
and legislative. That's just really the difference.
Yeah, he's a representative. Yes.
Yeah, but what is Mobile doing?
John Mobile.
Yes, John Mobile. John
John
Mobile
Mobile.
suit.
I'm going to.
Throwaway character from Rogues Gallery, who became far more important than we anticipated.
Yes, I know John Mobile. You know John Mobile is actually funny thing. You don't know what he's doing right now. You know he's actually had a few patents for MS designs on his own. You've seen that name a couple of times over the years.
Oh.
Oh, wait. John Mobile got into mobile suits?
Huh. I don't
Huh.
know.
Wow.
It's
Interesting.
even more
Oh,
fitting.
So I would like to, well, again, while these guys are doing their thing, I suppose Faust with Nacho, hopefully, will see if they can procure like a newspaper or see if they can get information on where this representative may currently be.
Yes.
Arning Batito.
So we can have a calm, orderly discussion with him.
You are in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Nevada. You can see a sort of newspaper on the street. It's actually one of those grab and go. You don't have to pay for it.
Alright, fuck it, yeah, Faust is, with little other options to gather information, Faust will go for the first thing. Faust said that Faust knows all, but to be more accurate, but she simply likes to be egotistical, she is probably maybe one of the only people in this group that strives to know as much as she can about really anything. So she's gonna go to the newspaper, grab it, open it, grab the paper, close it, and start very quickly, like, because, Big Brain is just going to start perusing it to see if they can get any information.
Macho and Faust, as he looking at this newspaper, yeah, just real quick, keen, investigate.
Ooh, keen and investigate, my
Also, like,
favorite.
I just assume Atro would like started his day with a cup of coffee in the newspaper, and then it's like, oh, we should look this guy up. It's like, yes, that's what I'm definitely doing.
Yes.
Keen investigate.
6 successes.
Sleeves?
Ah!
Sorry.
Oh no! This is a disaster. That's Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
Oh, you
Macho-
know what that means?
Macho.
No!
Macho.
Ow! I was in 3 sessions. I've rolled more awakening points than I have an entire other campaign, plus a mid-cool.
Yeah,
You know what must be done.
I mistook it for boxcars for a second, but I'm actually going to roll with that. And keep it a critical success, don't worry. Macho,
Okay.
I was like, it was a critical success. I'm confused.
It is a critical success, yes. What happens is you and Faust are the wind is blowing, so you prop it against the stand itself, the newspaper stand, Metro. You actually accidentally slip over, spill your coffee, but as you do, you notice, it's a bit of a mess, but above the stain, you see the man's name itself.
Huh. And I also got a lot of successes, so I assume Metro's coffee's bill also helped to point Faust to the maybe get more information, hopefully.
Uh,
If he didn't
That was-
cover it with his goddamn coffee consumption.
How did we miss that?
oh,
No, this is totally. QS's dad is the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Quest's dad. Oh, huh.
Yeah. I don't know how we missed. I don't know how that slipped. Some side character from Hathaway's Flash. We remembered that, but we forgot QS's dad is the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
I get away with not noticing that because I still haven't watched it. There's my excuse.
QS? You mean Quest?
I thought you were talking about one of our friends, and I'm like,
Who the-
it's like, damn, News Gang lore is getting deeper all the time.
Also, is it at 7 that you have to roll the awakening test?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can have a maximum of 6 awakening points in the old system, which
Yeah.
we're using for sake
Because I just rolled over from 6 to 7 with that.
Yeah, and
So
when that happens is you take your current awakening points and you test against that. You add positive modifier of the high of your new type rank, or the highest rank of a close by new type. Tired.
Mm-hmm.
What
Do
is
we all
Prep's positive modifier?
Yeah,
Prep's positive
are we
modifier.
like too far away for the new type bonus from the Rogues Gallery cast to reach Metro? Yeah,
You're
it's
like right outside.
out of range.
You're like right
Yeah,
outside
that's-
the motel.
So it's Faust's positive modifier then of the new type 2.
New type 2. Frep, 2 questions.
Okay.
Do you want to become a new type?
I think I just want to let the dice decide.
Okay.
To be honest, if that makes sense. I don't want to.
The dice will tell a story.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to say, if that's the case, and depending on Matro and how I interpret Matro's character, let's just give Faust the bonus. You have the bonus from Faust to roll the dice. It is what it is.
So that'd be an 8, I believe.
That's a 5.
Congratulations.
Yes! I would like to roll to have a new type connection.
There's no need. I mean, I won't say you have to roll for that.
Director, let me mind melt with Metro and my life is yours.
I also love all the crazy shit that happens. Has a type of awakening over spilling a cup of coffee on a newspaper.
I love it.
Yeah, this feels like it's right on character
This
for
feels
Metro.
right, actually, for Metro.
I feel like,
Wait, now I have to read that part of the rule book. Something I'm not really bothered with up to this point.
What you have to do?
I think it's just like a thing. It's like, if anything, he was supposed to have his awakening when his sister met, and Faust told him his words, but it's just taken him like 24 hours for the words to register, and his brain's like, oh, wait, shit, I have to awaken now.
The trigger either happens when the director says it happens, or when you reach the threshold. And since you passed it, you go into your meta tab, you put new type 1, you take your awakening points, you put it back to 0, go to new type rank, and for that box, put the rank at a 1, and the calculator handles the rest.
Oh, okay.
At least it should.
But yeah, tired. Can I roll to see how much of a mind meld I have with Matcha right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yippee!
Actually, we can just use Macho's successes, which was 4 on the awakening test. Saves us the extra roll. Okay, so what now?
I assume we're waiting for Prep to peruse for the new type rules.
Yes, I will go and do that now.
Comically large bite of sandwich. Here we are again.
Looney Tunes ass.
Oh, I'm doing what I often do when like I'm not having a scene, which is I sort of just peruse through the Gundam wiki. What the fuck happens in Victory Gundam?
A lot.
A whole hell of a lot. Tomino gets weird with it.
This just seems very weird.
I want to study it in a box, like a laboratory.
There's a reason why people are like off put by Victory Gundam,
Yeah,
but it's
this
peak,
is-
I swear.
This is unhinged. This is
Honestly,
deranged.
Uso
And
as
then-
Uso is the Gundam protagonist to like go through the most, and that's why it's like so awesome that he gets out of it. Like he just goes back to fucking Casarelia and just lives with fucking Shakti and shit. It's like, yeah, you go, Uso.
I love farming.
He just goes back to farming and he keeps like the V2 in a shed outside. And he's like, all right, if anyone tries to start shit, I'll just beat them up.
What the fuck happens in Victory Gundam?
Have you not heard of the Bikini
And you know,
Warrior?
Quixo, knowing you and your opinions on Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, you'd fucking hate Victory.
What?
Wait, Quix
Yes,
has
you-
watched Heaven's Feel?
I
Yeah.
barely remember my opinions on Heaven's Feel.
You thought it was extremely depressing and you kind of hated the lack of
I
levity.
did kind of hate Heaven's
To
Feel.
be fair, well, yeah, to be
Little
fair,
bit.
Heaven's Feel is supposed to be like the true route that you get after doing the first two routes. So like you kind of started at like the heaviest
Oh,
That's how it
moment.
started. For I
I started with Dean Stay
watched.
Night, so
Yeah, I made him watch in release order.
yeah, you made me watch Dean Stay Night, and one day I'll understand. What
Damn,
prompted
that
me
means
to do that?
that means I'll have to
I
like set
liked
up
it, but like, now that I would have started with if you're getting someone into Fate, you clearly start with
Stay Night, yes.
Unlimited Blade Works.
Well, it depends. Honestly, it's just
That's
like you
what
just
I
start
would
with,
do.
Right there.
you just start with
You
Stay
couldn't
Night.
have started there.
You just start with Stay Night in general, you know? Like
Yeah,
as long as you
Fate is
yeah.
a concept I like the idea of, but everything I've seen just has not grabbed me.
that's
I probably
fair.
should just give it an actual go though.
Only in
Yeah.
Victory.
There's honestly that there's like people will try up and down like anime only, so I guess would be the term. Will try and convince you up and down to watch Fate Zero. If you thought like Heaven's Feel was the
I've seen Fate Zero. I actually think it's
Mid.
Anyhow.
I was about to say
enough
better,
Fate.
but no, I don't. I don't believe that.
But anyway, about
Victory
that.
Gundam is not normal about women. But
It's
in
not
a
normal
very
about anything. Let's not cut any. Let's not miss some words. It's not
Let's not-
normal about anything.
anyways.
Yeah, Uso goes through some shit.
Yeah, but enough of UC 153. We're back. Let's get back to 86.
Yeah, let's cut back 70 years? Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're essentially going back to fucking World War II. If Victory Gundam is like modern, I guess. Anyways. No, this is the Korean War. Anyways.
No, this is the Greek Civil War.
Anyways, about that new type.
So Matro. The coffee
Yes.
stain does two things. You like spill it, and then like it sort of almost guides itself. It drips past, and you see it sort of go through the like underline the name of the of the representative, and then you also see it sort of like bleed through the paper into like showing the magazine beneath, where you actually see like his face in perfect detail on the cover.
Oh.
It's like this the stain itself is almost guiding you, and you blink and it's not there. It's just a regular coffee stain. But you look through, you see the name, and then you look through, and then you see the cover of the magazine clear as day.
What's the magazine that's got this guy on the cover?
It's it's one of those poppy sort of gossip magazines, and it's essentially on the cover it says it's talking about like a affair within the Federation, love affair he has or supposedly has between him and a woman on side one. Matro.
Get those from the mall.
Uh, as this happens, though, I imagine there's like a bit of a sharp pain in your head. Just a little nudge. Something doesn't add up and something's happening to you which you can't quite explain.
But I can.
And Faust,
Mm-hmm.
in that same moment, you also get that same jolt of pain.
I guess it would be a jolt of pain, yeah. But Foss kind of Foss stops, like ignoring the coffee stain, and she just kind of looks towards Matro and just says, "You as well." I assume we're gonna start having a new type moment where the fucking background fades into the tears of
The
time.
tie-dye zone.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Foss says that, and I would like to roll for a new type
That
moment.
good 70s Japan acid.
Yeah.
Only the best.
Only the best. They don't make it like they used to.
They don't do it like they used to. So can I, or are we just not going to do that? So
Say that again?
As Faust looks at Matro and says you as well, with like a bit of genuine shock in her voice, that's actually like audible. I would like to try to have the new type mind meld if possible.
Sure. Both of you roll a. I'm going to say poise empathy with your new type with special boy bonus.
Nice.
That'll be a succeed by 2, I guess.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 4 success. Quattro successes, like the guy.
Like Vegeta.
Mm-hmm. You there? Tired?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What did Matro get?
2 successes, and I
successes.
got 4.
2 successes and 4. Okay. You can play this out how you want to, but I imagine the scene sort of fades into that weird sort of panoramic, like color, like sort of hodgepodge.
All right.
Tie-dye.
Tie-dye,
Faust
yes.
Matro has known Faust for like 6 years or so. And Faust is the stronger new type, even if it's by 1 rank. So I think Matro in this strange moment of his mind opening up, feeling his senses expand across. If we were in space, it would be space, but technically space isn't the space around us. And he maybe feels, Bucky, Jane, and Bonky, but mostly feels Faust. He can see, I guess it would be slight visions of, like, Faust's, I guess it would be her past, yeah, of Faust just isolated in a room filled with notes, people talking, not like it's very vague, but you can just tell that Faust is there's something not natural about Faust and her upbringing, and not in the she had a bad childhood. No, there's just something unnatural about her that now you're getting, and you can sort of see this this vision of Faust, begin to like in this sea that could be described as her eyes, just start reaching out for a dimly lit star. Just a faint hope of just continuously reaching out no matter what. As, you know, she's getting kind of dragged down by the regrets. You could see Halava, the people from the new type labs. That fucking Mew that I hate. And, yeah, but even so, she's like, despite everything, even though it's slightly changed, she's still reaching out towards this star. With not greedy ambition, but more like desperation for something to cling on to. And I think that's what Matro sees. That's about it. That's that's as much new type as my brain can allow at the moment.
Fair enough. It's almost like Matra is able to, understand some of this more than his
More
previously
than like, if
closed off
anything,
unwillingness to look into these things further. It's like, hey, guess what, motherfucker? These things are being beamed directly into your brain. You can't look away. So,
guess what,
congrats.
asshole? Guess what, asshole? Yeah,
Hey,
I feel like
ass.
Bonky might have seen some of this, but considering that Matro has known Faust for longer, Matro can actually like understand it
Contextualize.
more. Yeah. So yeah, and you, I guess, snap back to reality as Faust is kind of just looking at you with like an unsure expression. Like she kind of knows that you saw what you saw.
Ah. Yeah, I imagine like Thatcher's been aware of new type being a thing, but he's kind of just
Not really fully understood the concept.
it's not really understood it, right? It's one thing to have something explained to you versus experiencing it. So this is very strange, Dan.
Sensing Bucky's mind for the first time.
Oh, how have you all
Extreme
stayed so
hatred.
sane-ish?
Just extreme hatred.
I feel that,
Radiating.
man, that would be a costly experience being a new type fueled entirely by hate.
I think Bucky is just an extremely vengeful and, like, I don't know. He's an angry person. Things piss him off a lot, and a lot of things make him deeply upset to the point that he resorts to violence as a default solution.
Bucky angry? Never.
Just
Oh,
everything
Come on,
pisses him off,
folks.
and he cares about everything. So he's constantly radiating a lot of
Hatred.
very negative emotions all the time, varying from just like general displeasure to just like outright rage constantly. He's not happy, bro.
Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, Metro just like immediately develops a very bad headache from like. Now he's getting a little bit for. Oh my god, this is how you people live. This is a lot.
I guess Faust in that moment will just like
Does Metro say that?
Hmm.
Faust will just kind of place a hand on his shoulder and just like not really say much, but just like I guess it's just comforting him in this moment. Like she kind of had to do with Holiva when he first became a cyber new type, just trying to maybe using her new type abilities, but mostly just via her mostly calm expressions and I guess state of mind, just hand on his shoulder as she's just like her expression tells him that yes, this is how it's like. And I guess Macho could maybe understand why she kinda her strange actions during the latter half.
Yeah, it's it's a lot to take in. I guess if there's any feedback loop of this going back the other way, it's because you mentioned like regret being one of those emotions that Faust has with things. It's like because that's like 90% of Matro's personalities for the last couple years is regret and desire to do undo some of the shit he has done. So I guess if nothing else, they finally have a better understanding of one another. Oh boy, this is not fun for him, but makes sense. Was there any, I guess, moving past this, was there any like more pertinent information in this article other than just like, hey, here's a story about this guy?
Does it have the information we were looking for before we
Yes.
decided to have a new type detour?
Constituent office can be reached at.
You actually see, it actually has some pretty revealing information about him. More less so as to his character or anything to say about his personal life, but more so that it does say that he's currently residing in Seattle and has been for the past few years. And is not expected. Though it also says that he's expected in Dakar within the coming months.
Boss
Okay.
will get that information.
You know who else is sorry, stupid joke.
You know who else is going
Who
to be
else is
going to
expected
Dakar?
in Dakar in a couple months?
My man. But yeah, anyway, Foss is gonna get that in closing. Pat Matro on the shoulder again, and you're saying, I guess if anything, she just says like, you should rest. The mental taxation of what you just went through is, well, I'm sure you don't need Foss to tell you. As she'll
I
head inside.
Okay.
As she, yeah, if you want to say anything to her that before she leaves, then yeah.
Not really right there. Just yeah, I was trying to get these
Just looking at her with
pass
this
it
fucking
along.
like, just looking at her with this flabbergasted expression, like, what the fuck have you people been doing? But yeah, so Faust will enter back into the shitty motel they're in, and Faust will be like, the representative Batito is currently residing at Seattle. We have a few months to reach him as he'll be going to Dakar in the following months. Unless you three have managed to find someone more preferable to your tastes, I believe the representative will be our best chance to go forward with what we wish to accomplish. She's gonna point, hold up the magazine with the conveniently placed coffee stains.
Also, no offense, Swampy, but do you not think that maybe Matro being the one reading the magazine would have maybe said any of this?
I was assuming they were reading it together, and then Matro's, on his ass due to the new type moment. I'm sorry. Would you like to relay the information?
Well, it's too late now, but it's kind of like the last 5 minutes of Matro's new type awakening has had three lines of dialogue out of Matro.
I'm
And
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I just hold on a sec here. It's fine. It's fine. And honestly, having him be a bit shook it up probably makes sense.
He's doing the, have you seen, yeah, everyone's seen it. You know the Tails got trolled expression? It's just that.
The what?
Yes, I
You
know
okay.
exactly what you're talking about, Swappy.
All right, let me get it. Oh my god, it's an entire fucking website. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, it's a website.
No, I mean,
It was a long-running webcomic.
I know
Why
it
do
was
I
a
have a
web.
feeling that
No,
this is one of those
I know,
situations where ignorance is bliss?
Yes.
no. It was no. I know it was a webcomic. I didn't know it had its own website. I thought it was like a, I don't know, fucking DVR. Anyway, this is Macho currently sitting outside the motel in the fucking middle of nowhere.
Coffee laced with the fucking spice melange.
Yeah,
Spice controls the universe.
the coffee at this Roach Motel is just
It's your favorite kind.
special. It's a real special blend, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's able to psychically link people together and like.
That nice man bought you a coffee, and suddenly the world's melting.
But yeah, that's what Foss says. Yes.
Okay, so that gives us a little bit of information to work off of. At least, like in well, this guy's based in Seattle. It's a little outside of our area operations, but I mean it's Gundam. Travel time is
Negligible.
valuable.
Let's go. Let's have a week-long adventure across the entire Earth.
Yeah, it'll all be fine. It gives us something to work with at least. But I can't. So do we have? Because maybe we covered this. Or are we trying to get back to the coast to get everything loaded back on ships? Like, are we using that ship as our base for the foreseeable future?
Yes.
Okay, that makes travel to Seattle a little less of a hassle too, presumably. So. Interesting. Did we have anything else we needed to do before we tried to return back, or
Actually, as we continue this forward, you relay the information's relayed back to the rest of the team of the Federation representative. And just to recap, you talked about Colony 30 with the pamphlet, no, the Zine.
Zine. It's short for magazine.
Ah, yes. With the zine. You had a reconciliation there. Where did the conversation regarding your contacts on the Barcelona ever continue, or was it just non-stop bickering until Faust and Macho returned?
Nah, it's enough. Nothing important happened.
Did we
They were
manage to
looking up
figure out a way to get in contact with Lannable?
Bonky.
Yeah, Lannable. We're trying to figure out how to talk to Lannable. How Bucky knows how to
Bucky.
contact Lannable, I reckon.
Yeah, Bucky.
I can find a way.
Roll me a keen investigate.
This is gonna be bad, bruh. Keen 3, investigate's probably super low. Where is it? Is it? Yeah, that's a 2.
I'm going to say
uh,
plus 3. This is information that should be pretty obvious to Bucky.
Okay, an 8. Please, God Almighty. I got a 1 success.
1 success. Good. So, Bucky, what you can gather. So it doesn't come. You didn't get all the money at once. You didn't just get like a $2 million straight into your bank account. It comes piecemeal, and it's actually still coming into the same account. The account that's giving it to you, your quote-unquote employer, for a non-disclosed hair salon on the moon. Is actually their location, their billing address, I should say, is in Georgia.
Which Georgia?
United States, Georgia.
The boring one.
The boring
Or the
one.
bad one? Yeah.
The bad one.
You mean not Georgia Colony?
Not Georgia Colony. Not Georgia.
The
Not Georgia,
Caucasus.
Europe.
Georgia as in slavery.
Well, listen up
I think
here,
you mean-
libtard. Listen
I
up
think you
here.
mean of Sherman's famous march.
Listen,
Imperial.
Did you not
that's
know
right, liberals. That's
Joseph
right, liberals.
Stalin?
The man who defeated fascism was a Confederate from the sweet, sweet state of Georgia.
Anyways,
Yes. So Bucky. Yeah, the billing address is from Georgia.
So he's living in Georgia, but where? Atlanta, the rest of the state, which is irrelevant.
It would
big.
be Atlanta.
Okay, so Landwell is living in Atlanta, but that's a big city. Do I have any indication of like anywhere? There's a lot of weird people in Atlanta because it's a giant city at this point. It's probably even bigger than it is right now in the real world because it's the future. Actually, no, probably be at the same size if not smaller. Like I have no indication of where exactly he would be.
The billing address is a specific location. It's
Yeah.
though from what you can gather, the ironically, and you're not sure how he got away with it, the billing address is, well, actually no, not ironically or how he got away with this. Sorry, the billing address is clearly a PO box.
Does anybody want to go to Atlanta?
What?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
Why? Is that where?
Because that's where Landable lives.
I'm saying this is in character. Bonky hasn't learned this yet. You
Yeah,
got
yeah.
this piece of mail, not me. Why?
Maybe I'm more important than you. Why are you lashing out at me?
No, like I'm.
genuinely confused.
What's in Georgia?
Landable?
Bonky just sort of breathes in and out and braces himself at the idea of having to interact with fucking Lannable again. If I have to.
What, you don't like Georgia?
I've never been. I don't like Lannable, though.
You don't like Landable?
I've never liked Lannable.
What the fuck?
I'm a chief petty officer. It's kind of my job not to like his ilk.
But he was fucking awesome.
Didn't he steal a bunch of money from you?
No. We stole gold and then he stole it and he gave us the money.
To have some memory of like some kind of back dealing or anyways.
Yeah. He sold gold for us and then we pocketed the money.
Yeah, and then Jane nearly ripped your head off when she found out.
Well,
Which
what's
was,
she
I
gonna do?
checked my watch, less than 10 minutes ago.
Well, what's she gonna do? I mean, I got the money. It's my assets now. Okay.
You know, at the
Then
prompt
what
of
did you even buy
what's
with
she
that?
gonna, at the prompt of what's she gonna do, I walk over and I punch Bucky in the face.
In the
Fucking
face?
stumble,
That's
he-
uncalled.
he's-
That's
He's
an
holding his notes and he says,
escalation.
"See, that's the most that she can do because now I could, report it to our higher ups. If she seriously harms me, she could get court-martialed.
You know we're
Exposed.
not in the real military anymore,
You
right?
guys keep talking about how
Jane?
it's. You guys keep talking about the ranks and all that shit and get mad when I dismiss it. But as soon as it becomes an actual thing, I can hold over Jane's head. It doesn't exist. Bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
You know I
Uh,
don't. I've not done that.
I'm gonna report it to HR. That, or I will leak all of your information and blackmail you. Anyway, so she can't do anything to me, right? So I don't care.
Take a walk, Jane.
Take a deep breath and I start walking away.
I will
Faust
survive.
was tuning.
By
Get
any
a
means
smoke.
necessary.
Get a smoke with Matro outside if he's still there.
I will
Faust
do
pats
anything.
Jane on the shoulder as she has learned to start tuning out Bucky and Bonky at times.
I'm the good guy.
You're a piece of work, Bucky Goldstein.
Don't call me a piece of work. That's what my father used to say.
In
Bucky
what?
dramatically sighs and looks off.
When did you last see your dad?
I don't know, like I don't fucking know.
Or the war.
Yeah, way before the war.
Jane,
Yeah.
Jane in Matro, I want to say.
Yeah, I plop down next to Matro, wherever he's sitting, outside. I just start digging for a cigarette. I offer one to Matro.
Natural will take a cigarette.
After what he went through,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's like that. Best ideas heard all day.
And I'm looking at Matro, and what does he look like right now?
Probably pale, sweaty, and shaken up looking.
What happened while you were out here? You look like you saw your parent, and it's naked.
That is a fucking description. All right,
I mean,
accurate, but okay.
that's very else. I mean, she's Australian, right? She's not like the rest of us.
Yeah, she's subhuman. Yeah.
I think you mean more evolved.
No,
Well,
English
in
people
the
are like on a level beneath the rest of us.
somewhere on the skill tree.
He'll just tap his temple, seeing shit. Like, is this? Now this is from America. Does Metro where everyone else in the party is new types, or I can't remember how the hell what information he actually has.
Bonky's
Yep.
pretty open about it.
Okay.
It's like all the conversations he and Faust ever have are about being new type.
Being new types.
Speaking of conversations, I'll save that for later. After this.
I guess he'll just rub his temple. He's probably got a killer headache from this point. New type shit, I think. And he'll say that like a real puzzled fucking voice, because he doesn't really have a handle on what the hell's going on.
They're espers, None of that Zeke shit.
Or whatever they want to call it. Something weird.
Always is quite weird, though. Me, though, it's always weird because I'm basically seeing 360 at all times, even when I close my eyes.
That just sounds exhausting.
You have no idea what it's like going to sleep like this. Especially with a fan on in the room. Awful stuff.
He'll just groan and look at the dregs of coffee he has remaining. This is not going to be a fun process.
Welcome to the club. I give him a little smile because I know it's going to be fucking ass. You can bring it back to everyone else. I feel like I've done my bit.
I've done what I needed to.
Yeah, Faust, you had a scene in a minute.
Yeah, so I think after Faust gives the information, she is going to actually, approach Bonky and be like, Bonky, may I speak to you for a moment?
I kind of look up, kind of sadly. I was about to ask Bucky something, but I know Faust. It's not a question when she says it. Later, Buck. I'm like, yes, doctor.
Faust dismisses it as she will bring him to somewhere slightly more private, and she will kind of lean against the wall as, I guess, Bonky via new type bullshit, and also just the fact that Faust looks genuinely a bit, how to put it. There's something about her about her expression that even in the short time you've known her, you don't say that's not common. Right. Yeah, that's not right. And she just says,
Yeah.
I believe Macho has awakened as a new type.
I felt it too. I thought it was
Curious.
Buck. Anyway.
Curious, isn't it? How we seem to attract each other.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, sure happens. Makes you wonder what other sort of clusters are out there. Kind of conjures an image of our opposite number over at the Titans. Anyway.
So, sorry, did I interrupt?
Wait, sorry.
Is that all Faust has to talk about?
No, not yet. Not really. She's just like, she kind of thinks to herself for a moment, and she's just like, we may have to keep in, how to say, I think we might have to observe Macho. He is technically our squadron leader, but with his awakening, I'm sure you know more than anyone, even Jane or Bucky, that when you first awaken as a new type, it's tumultuous.
It's a very impressionable time in someone's life.
Faust believes
Maybe
he
I
may
should,
have had. No, go first.
Maybe I should run the squadron for a bit until he's he just kind of waves his hand around, acclimated.
She nods as she's just like, that may be for the best. Matro, from what I managed to sense, may have had a more aggressive awakening than you or I or Bucky or Jane, considering the three of us and our, I'll say, individual levels. He may have been subjected to too much mental stimulus.
I don't know, to awaken at a time like this with no stimulus, no pressure at all. He must have been a pressure cooker about to burst, just slowly building up over days or even weeks. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Faust nods and she's just like, that may be the most accurate description of Matro's situation. Faust has reason to believe it was Matro's reunion with his cousin that may have started to bring him over the boiling point. We're lucky it wasn't in a more intense situation. It may have been even worse.
Yeah, I remember my awakening. That was a shitty day.
She nods again as he's just like, Faust was also shocked when I awakened. It was after I managed to, during a suppression of a rebelling colony, actually, I felt the fear, pressure, the presence of a mobile suit pilot I was about to finish off.
Mine was after a friend died in my arms.
Yes. It appears as though new types largely are awakened by tragedy, as sad as it is.
We're like a Newtonian fluid. We harden in response to stress.
Regardless, we may have to head back. We have business to attend to, but I believe we should discuss this with Matro about having you lead the group for now.
Sounds good. What's Bucky up to?
I need to go to bed. Actually, it's getting pretty late for me.
Okay.
Oh.
That's actually great. This is a
Well,
great spot to stop.
Hold
though.
on. Actually, there's one more thing.
Because it is 11
Oh.
and I gotta wake up tomorrow and do things.
Okay. Bonky,
You go, brother.
there's a ring. There's a ring on the motel phone.
Okay.
Ringing.
I
Next
pick it
two
up.
scenes will happen at the same time as one another.
Okay.
You pick it up. You hear the colonel's voice. Hello? Who is this?
Birio.
Is the lieutenant there? Jane.
I just put the phone over to my chest. I go over and look at her. I can't like see her, but like I know she's there.
She's outside. Yeah,
I
she's
like
outside
see her
the
through the
hotel.
like see her shadow through the windshield. I've known her for years. I know it's her. Yeah.
Turn off the TVs if it's on. Turn off the TV if it's on. You need to keep an eye on her. Okay, you need to keep an eye on her. Jane and Metro. Hunt and Metro.
Yeah.
There seems to be a crowd parading around one of the TVs on the outside of the motel room. There's a sort of TV facing out. A loudspeaker coming through it.
Can I test to see from this distance and just to know what's going on?
It seems to be, what you can hear is like a series of demands. A harsh speaking man. But you can't hear anything from where you're currently sitting.
Not even with my new type abilities?
It's decently far away, but if you want to, without causing suspicion, roll me
Okay, then.
a keen... No, roll me a poise awareness.
Poise, awareness. May I add my telepathy?
Yes, you can add your telepathy, especially for this roll.
Okay, let's see. 9 successes.
9 successes.
This is the only time I get to use my new type abilities.
This is psychic power sounds.
We
sound like a
don't.
cartoon.
We need a drop for the new type sound.
Bonky, Quicks, there's actually is one in the News Gang
Oh,
Milsim server, I think, if you want to.
Anyways,
There isn't.
what do
one
I
for-
hear?
Okay, again, it's hard to make out from your current position. You can't hear everything.
Not even with my 9 successes?
But from your position, you are able to sort of pick out bits and pieces of, especially as it becomes clearer as you just try and listen. Matro, to you, it's just white noise still. You hear, we're making sorry. You hear the names, you hear the name Farah Hunt mentioned on television. You hear the sort of, and Bonky, if you turn on the television, do you turn on the television?
Yeah, I turn it on.
You see a man and Hunt, let's just say that this is what you're getting as well. You can't see
Yeah,
him, but
after
what he'll
walking
say.
up to investigate.
Yes. Uh, you are able to you see a man sort of in a Zeonic cap and a uniform, a big bushy brown beard. He's reading off what appears to be a teleprompter in front of him. This is clearly this is a clearly a man of the Principatality of Rimlant. On this patch, you see the very familiar patch of the Eighth Arid, one which you are, one which you work on with every day.
Yep.
What are these guys doing?
We are here to announce to all of this, to all the people of the coastal Americas, of coastal America, that we are making demands for that our demands for the release of. Hold on, let me make sure I am getting this correct. Sorry about that. Something.
Oh, I'm held in rabid suspense.
Suspension is killing me.
I've been thinking about my reaction, which I thought was gonna come. What I thought
For
it was
the
about
release of
already.
Arl Colton and Farah Hunt, we ask for the release of the prisoner of Captain Faust of the Earth Federation. Only in return will we release this man and his daughter. If our demands are not met within the coming days, then on this same broadcast we will execute both the girl and her father.
Just in front of us, just the cigarette falls out of my mouth as I'm catching flies. I'm just imagining the episode ends on the cigarette just like hitting the ground.
That's the app.
And that will be the end of the episode.
Oh, they're asking for me because what? I killed their friends. Shit. Jane, I'm sorry.
I think we're
My
gonna have to turn
bad.
you in, bruh.
I'm just imagining like next episode, Hunt gets on her knees and begs.
Really? Because I think it's Hunt pulls a gun on Faust and just walks her over to the handoff point.
I think Bucket would help. He's just like, sure.
Oh, you're gonna make Bonky stand up for Faust, aren't you?
Oh,
Well, Bucket,
man, if
Bucket would be
if we had another new type of awakening, normally Master would have been all for it. But it's like, no, he's actually got
Character
some fucking
development's happening.
understanding. No.
well. Bucky just wants to help the person he's known longer, and he's like, well, it's loyalty and whatnot.
The Tog crew and
it is loyalty and.
But I honestly felt like Faust Faust is gonna be like, no, focus on the mission. Faust is gonna be like, all right, let's go fucking kill some guys.
I'm not killing our allies.
We're just
They're not our
forcing
allies.
them at gunpoint to sacrifice themselves to our enemies.
Yeah, they're sacrificing. Look, okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna have to put on my normal suit. We're gonna have to put a fake Gundam head on the Hazel. We're gonna have to go to the drop-off point.
Dude, I just want to do certain shit.
Why is all this emotional drama happening in my Gundam?
I just wanna ship guns to Spacenoids and make it so
the space IRA.
That's literally what I want to do, bro. I want it to be like cops walking into a Catholic neighborhood in Belfast and immediately getting pelted with rocks.
Yeah,
just like immediately hit it with a petrol bomb.
For all this, character development, you could just go be a terrorist.
We could just go back to the real epic parts of Gundam. fascism, and
is that basically at any other point in his arc he would be team let's get rid of Faust as fast as possible, but after the last 2 episodes I think he's gonna be the only one going to bat for her. All right.
Like I'm sure, like yeah,
Is
no,
that like a
like,
full
Yeah,
episode?
I was gonna say it's such a full episode. I feel Metro is now on the maybe we don't immediately throw Faust under the bus route.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be Matro and it's gonna be the two total swap
mean,
of
I
the
guess-
idealists and the pragmatists in the group.
yeah. Also, I feel like it's well, again, I guess it depends on what Gomi decides, because Gomi said it might be
The
different.
ball is in my court.
The
Yeah,
ball is in Gomi's court, but I feel like honestly, Faust is up to help, like, because first of all, like it's she caused this. She's got this whole regret thing going on. It's kind of shooting at that specific point of her that's like, ah, fuck me.
The consequences of my actions.
I just had to. I would like, and it's so funny because like this isn't like something that's been building up over the course of the season. This is just her introduction where she was just doing her job, and it's coming to bite her back in the ass again, and she's like, "God damn it!"
maybe
Unrelated.
Open, I think.
Could anybody storm a Born like on maybe Sunday?
Hold on, I need to stop the recording. Bye.
Oh,